we were all secretly paired together. If we would have came, like we couldn't give out the information yet that we had a partner. We had to protect. Am I too loud out there, guys? Am I okay?
Not at all. You're great.
Thanks. No, I was talking to people in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Our studio used to be closed off, but now they open it up so the news can see us, so everyone hears it. Okay. So like we all got paired with somebody. We could have figured it out from day one. You know, we would have got rid of the nerd herd within like a month. But, you know, we were kind of protecting everybody. And, you know, because we got rid of Michael in week 2. We're actually, you know, they potentially were going to put Jennifer up or in week 1 or something like that. And then, you know, we got rid of Ashley before we could start figuring things out. We already lost people. And then you got me not knowing too much about the game, making really bad moves. And, oh, man.
I thought you guys did great. The fight with April was very funny. I know that it was like great. Hardcore, but it was like hilarious.
I was going to say, Howie, what's your favorite pizza flavor?
Yeah, pepperoni pizza. Yeah, I never got to meet Pepperoni. He did pass away a couple years ago.
He did?
He passed away.
Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago. He's an old dog. He lived a good life. I think he went to he made it to 17, 18, or 19, I want to say April told me.
Yeah, I remember looking for her and trying to see what she's up to now. Because after we watched, this is my roommate, and after we watched your season, we were like, "Oh my god, I wonder what happened to everyone." But I knew that you were on like the next season, and that you were a newscaster.
I was All Stars the next year, yeah, season 7. But we had a reunion. Evil Dick hosted a reunion show last year, when the COVID happened. We all did we were all on the Brady Bunch type stream, you know. We were all on there. We had everybody there except for Michael, who went out in week 2. Cappy, the fireman, was not there. Maggie was not there, and Yvette was not there.
Cappy! That was annoying. That was so annoying because everybody was just bowing down to Cappy, and they were
my god, that was crazy. Yvette kept saying, "Where's Cappy? Cappy."
I got along with him, and I was fine. I mean, he didn't bother me, and I get where he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his authority type of role. He was, you know, kind of with his iron fist type of rule over the house.
Yes.
I got along with him. He didn't bother me. Yvette was, you know, obviously loud and annoying, but I always, she doesn't talk to me this day because I didn't vote for her, but she should actually thank me because people wanted to get rid of her months and months earlier, but I'm like, she'll never win anything. She's not a threat. Leave her alone. She ended up doing pretty well in the end, but there's only a few people left. But I was the reason she made it a long way. I said, leave her alone. Don't go after her. She's not a strong player.
I remember that. And she was so jelly of Janelle. It was crazy. That part was a little weird.
No, there's no question about it. In every facet of the game. She was
strong, but also she was just easygoing and cool. Like, well, how could you hate Janelle? Like, you know, that I didn't get that at all.
She really didn't get a chance to play this last season.
Last season, the last one that just happened, she didn't get to play.
Well, that's true, man. I mean, she made a huge name for herself in season 6 and 7. She was, the biggest, BA in the show's history. She was just completely dominant. So when she came back in later years, what are you going to do? You're going to go after a strong player or make a name for yourself. Hey, I took out Janelle, and that's what you're trying to do. And then the game of Big Brother is so close because she was literally this much from that ball. And winning that event, and that would have changed the dichotomy of that game.
Everything.
And then even the following week, Kaser came. I don't know how the get it was, but he came so close to winning. So what if those two won back to back? That would have. Oh my gosh, the show would have just been epic, and
everyone would have been happy. No, I'm happy with who won, but still, I wish they had more of a shot. And they were very close. They were very close, like you said.
They were very close. I mean, it's a game of inches. It's like sport. It's like football. If you want my opinion, it's about a top 3 worst season I've ever seen. Yeah, it was great. Cody won events. But where's the drop? People want drama.
Yeah.
You can't have people that knew each other outside the house and hey, what's up? Yeah, I can't wait to go to the beach when we get. They're all friends. It didn't. Because I remember
it wasn't really fair.
I remember Cody saying to Danny Donato, saying, "This isn't Big Brother 8. We don't yell in this house." And I'm like saying to myself, "You don't yell in this house. This is Big Brother, man. What is Big Brother if you're not yelling and getting crazy and intimidating people? Come on."
Thank God.
Banging pots.
What's that?
I said banging pots. That's what you do.
No, that's
I
funny.
think Evil Dick started that one. That was great.
Then Josh did it, and they're all.
But when Josh did it, it was too much. It was like, okay, just one time would have been nice, but like he did it all day, every day. But
I didn't watch the live feeds. He's all day with it.
It was just it was all he just
doing like the circus type of music. That was pretty funny. I actually talked to him on I did some podcast last year and I talked to him. He's pretty cool. He's like, oh, I want to play with Jedi Howie. So I'm a fan of Josh. I can never say something bad about someone that's good with me. You got your Jesse haters, you got your Jesse lovers. Jesse's always been super cool to me, so I don't have a bad thing to say about him. He's always been cool to me.
What? Who's that? Oh, okay. Let her on.
Seriously.
I like Josh, actually. I think that he deserved to win 100%. I did feel sorry for the loser. He played a really good game both times.
Paul.
But people just don't like him. They just don't. I don't know what it is.
I did like him at the beginning of the season, especially when he picked off that golden egg. That was freaking crazy, man.
We're talking about Josh.
They were targeting.
Yeah, gosh.
Should I put this? Hey, should I put this on headphones so this isn't? Or is it too? Yeah.
Yeah, put it on headphones. I can't even use my headphones because nothing's working on my end.
Is it okay?
They are.
I can't hear anything. It's actually worse for me. Like for some reason, mine's just not.
Yeah, the first week he took that egg, so he got saved, and then
that pissed everyone off. I think.
yeah, and I'm surprised, man. You take prizes because in Big Brother 5, what was her name? Took the $10,000. Remember they climbed that web thing? There was like a lobster for food, and
that's right. Yeah, I do. I remember that. Okay, so now I'm on it.
Just looking for my headphones.
Can you hear me now? No.
I hear you.
Okay, you can hear me better when I'm not on there.
I think you're muted the audio on this.
I can't find my headphones.
There's 3 guests.
You guys can I borrow those? Will I plug into my laptop?
Oh, you can catch it from your
your
phone.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay, cool. Work it.
Next time I'll figure this shit out.
Oh,
somebody is somebody in the waiting room? Is that it? Ready to go live?
No, that's Sarah.
That's Sarah. Okay.
This one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay, I appreciate it. It's okay.
I don't know. We don't know anything about StreamYard, and Sarah, a friend of ours, is really good at this. So when we interviewed Evil Dick, she knew how to do all of this, and so we're like,
he's doing that. You've been doing it for so long.
You've been doing it for so long?
Dick knows all the tricks because I couldn't get onto the thing last year, and he had me call in and then put a piece on, and that's how I was into the system. So yeah, he's been doing these podcasts for 15 years.
Evil Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I subscribed to his channel, and
we've been doing them for like 3 weeks.
If that, I mean, I don't even know. I think he was the only person we've ever interviewed like this. Then it was with one of his biggest fans, Gina, who loves him so much, and so that was great.
Gina, I don't know Gina, but I think I heard of Gina actually.
Yeah. But for us, you're the biggest.
Well, Evil Dick,
we're not worthy.
Evil Dick was my first. They were my first show that I ever watched. I never heard of Big Brother. Then I got on it, and then I did All Stars. Before All Stars, I went back and watched. Other than season 1, I can't watch it. I watched all I watched 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. I watched before All Stars, but then Big Brother 8 with Evil Dick was the first one I ever got to watch on TV, and then I watched live feeds. I'm like, wow, this is cool. And live feeds, and oh man, Evil Dick was cracking me up.
I was going to ask you that. What made you decide to audition? Was it Evil Dick? Someone that season?
I was on before Evil Dick.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, it was season.
Oh my God, that's season 6 and 7, and he was
on 8.
For some reason, oh my Lord.
He thinks that Rachel and I are the reason he didn't get on season 6.
Oh, okay. You guys got on instead of him? Is that it?
Yeah, he thinks we were the reason that he didn't get on.
You and Janelle?
No, me and Rachel was my partner. Rachel was my partner.
Oh, I love Rachel. Do you still talk to her?
Yeah, I talked to Rachel. Yeah, she's doing well.
She's the one that found the secret room.
Yes.
That was so cool.
Awesome.
That was the funny. I was just thinking about that the other day because she's like, "Do I tell people? Do I use it for myself?" I'm like, "Whoa."
I would have kept it for myself and just hit out there to get away from everyone, but that's just me.
That would be cool, actually.
That would have been
be
cool.
pretty cool. With that many people in the house, though, you were going to get caught eventually. Like, someone's going to see you walking in or out. Or what if you had
I
to use
didn't
the
understand
bathroom?
why everyone was mad at her. Everyone was so pissed at her. Like, why didn't she tell us before? And
I mean,
there's
that's
such petty
Big
bullshit.
Brother, man. That's why they do all that stuff. They want to get people heated at each other, and
Yeah, they
she
wanted
used.
her to find it.
Oh yeah, no, they
Which,
gave her the clues to it. They gave her
Howie,
the clues.
which house guest really ground your gears? Your
Nokomis.
Oh,
Because only for the fact that she didn't like me for personal reasons, my behavior. She wasn't going to target me because she felt I was a physical threat to her. She wanted to target me because, oh, Howie's loud and crazy, just like Jace was in my season, and I didn't like him. And I didn't like the fact that you want to just single me out for that because you don't like my so-called bad behavior. So, I made some brutal comments on the show about her, and I don't think
honestly, I haven't even thought about it.
yeah, but that's the game.
That's the game that you play. That's the game that a lot of people play, but you were really good at it and you were entertaining. That's what we want to see. You and Janelle, but when you three got together after, was it James fucked you over? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A lot of things about
Did
that.
a 180.
We
Yeah.
talk about it to this day. Let me see if I can get him on the line or not.
But you guys were all in that the golden room, like the fucking Trump room, and you guys were just all in there together, and you're like, what the, and he comes in and tries to act like he doesn't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, yeah. When he pretended he was coming in for the cashews or the peanuts or something.
The peanuts.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
forgot about that.
I just wanted to
That
get the
was
peanuts.
so
And I'm like, then he goes back to Cappy in the kitchen. He's like, they're plotting against us. No, Howie's not on their side. And
Yeah, his nut grabbing was kind of obvious.
So obvious. That was so funny. Yeah, he definitely had turned both times, both seasons.
oh, he's playing every.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Howie froze.
It's on. There he is.
There you go. I'm like,
I
Howie
was
froze.
rain, man. My hair kind of froed out on you. I'm sorry about that.
No
Okay,
worries.
let me ask you. Were you really into Dr. Will, or was that just for like entertainment?
It was entertaining, man. I was gonna I'm like, here, this is I was on. So there'd only been 6 seasons. So there's he was the greatest of all time then, and he arguably still is today. So here he is. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Big Brother. So I'm like, I got to try to get this guy out of his mindset somehow. And we played each other like
You're
that.
fucking with him.
We had fun. It was just me having fun. And
You were mind fucking him. That was great. I knew that it was kind of like a gameplay. Like it was a game move.
James did try. James said that he's like, you're getting into his head, man. And I was trying to do it, because that guy just plays at a superior level, greater than anyone that's ever been in that house. So you got to do something to kind of, like you said, grind his gears, or somehow, because he's phenomenal. As a friendship level, we got along perfectly. As a game,
You guys did.
You
guys played together, like you guys did like sports together and stuff like that. Hung
we
out.
had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun in Sequester. We had a lot of fun. And then for years I even went to Boogie's nightclub with him, and they always would. I would drive out to Will's office and like 20 headshots, get him signed, give him the fans, sell him the fans. He was super cool. I got all kinds of memorabilia signed by Chilltowns. He was cool, man.
Chilltown was the best. They were.
Yeah,
I love when they would be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
It was
the
awesome.
Showmance one, that was crazy with Janelle.
The bromance.
But when she booted him out, that was just, oh my Lord, that made her a legend.
This is for Marcellus and Howie. I'm not making any more mistakes in the summer. Will I vote to evict you? Yeah, that was classic.
Get to step it.
So awesome.
Get to step it, he said to me. And then a few years later, oh my gosh, Ian said the same thing to Boogie.
Yeah, get to step in.
He
told him.
Get to step in.
Yeah.
And then he goes outside.
It wasn't, there was somebody else that said it later. Who was it? You were saying that this.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The poker player. What was her name?
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa said get to step in, and he goes, "Oh, she's the first one that." I go, "No, people were saying that long before her."
Boogie said it to me in 2007 when I got evicted, and then Ian said it to
Boogie. right?
We said it to Boogie. And when he got
Yeah.
outside, Chen says, "What did he say to you?" And Boogie says he referenced something from All Star.
Yes.
That's exactly what he said.
He
to him.
handled it well, I have to say, when Boogie got evicted. He was
He
like,
did.
you know what? Got to give him props. Got to give him props.
Well, he respects good gameplay. He totally does.
Yeah.
I talked to him a couple days ago. We texted a little bit, and
Ian,
I text the Boogie. He's got a
what's
lot
going on with him?
So I don't
What
know.
happened?
I don't know what the levels. I don't know what's happening to him. I know
You
he's
don't know
going
about him, like in his BFF. You don't know what happened with him and Dr. Will.
I mean, from the public view, I mean, I read. I didn't even know what happened until a year later. But he tried to get on the Amazing Race, and he pulled out, and then he freaked out and started, I don't know, sending too many messages to Will that weren't appropriate, and I think it went to all kinds of levels. And yeah,
I would love
a point.
I would love to
in
get
life.
his point of view. I would love to talk to him and get his point of view
the
because
Boogie's point of view or the Will's point of view.
Boogie's, because we know that what everyone has said about what happened, but I don't know if he's ever talked about it. I think he does on Cameo,
I'll
right?
get you in touch with him. I mean, I'll do my part to try to get you in touch with him.
Oh, please do. That'd
Yeah,
be awesome.
it's up to him what he wants to do. And I mean, I know he's going through all kinds of problems right now. From I don't know.
That sucks. He was always very funny. I love how they weaponized Janelle
Oh yeah.
in the competition. They weaponized her because they knew she could win all of that, and they're not really into that. You know, playing the game.
Very smart. She could keep them protected by winning. Yeah.
Yes. Do you remember when she kicked James in the head? That was, or on a, was it
When he was
who
harmed.
did she kick in the head?
He got harmed. He kicked it. They were fighting over the Howie doll, and James in the
That
head.
was an accident.
Was it an accident?
So funny.
It was an accident.
I
I think.
I rewinded that so many times because I was laughing so hard.
It was pretty funny.
It was the Howie doll.
I didn't get to see it until like either sequester or when I got home because I was already evicted. That was terrible on All Stars. I had no business going back as much as I wanted. I traveled around like a celebrity, getting flown out to parties, eating pasta, not going to the gym. My mind wasn't sharp fast anymore. And I didn't even belong. I couldn't compete.
Dude, I would have gone back too, you know, and you did
I
well.
know.
And why
to go
wouldn't you?
back. Like, if I would have been better off waiting a couple years. I would have been way better off. Or even go. If I went back now, I mean, I know the game. I mean, I could go out in week 1 or I could go all the way. I know the game so much better now. I didn't know the game at all. I didn't know.
Would you go back?
Would you go back?
I don't know. I got asked to go on Big Brother Canada about 3-4 years ago.
Ooh, you should have done that. That would have been awesome. That would have been so cool. I've been trying to start watching that because Dick was talking about how good it was. Well, actually, no. He said that.
On TV,
What?
if it was on TV, I'd watch it immediately.
Right?
Or if it was very easy to stream, I know you got to go through some type of computer download. I don't know. Eventually, I want to watch them all. I've seen like half of Big Brother 1, and I went to the finale show for Big Brother Canada 2, and I still never seen it because it just. I mean, I don't understand. They can watch all our stuff, but like we can't watch their. I don't know. I like their shows are great.
I don't get that.
What I don't. Yeah, I mean, Dick said that it was overhyped and it wasn't as good as everyone claims it is. So I just want to see it just to see if it's what everyone says it is. But that would be awesome if we could go on there.
Well, they're doing systematically the same stuff. Maybe you'll lose some of the luster of okay, it's not Hollywood, it's not Julie Chen. Other than that, it's pretty good though. It's pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's been some real bad seasons of a USA Big Brother. So I mean, I don't know. How can you go wrong by trying out, Big Brother Canada?
What season were we? Season 10 is just no. What season?
Season 10.
Oh, we tried to watch season 10, right? Is that
Jerry
right? With the Jerry, and it's such a bad season.
Like season
but
10.
You don't know what that? You never seen it?
I love it. You don't like it? I love it. There's more.
I can't get past Jerry. For some reason, he imitates Jerry. He's a voice actor.
Oh, I love when he goes, honk your horn. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Do you remember when
we didn't see episode 7.
I think April let everyone fill her up. That was great. That was.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
What did he say?
He's
April, let everyone fill her up. You remember the blonde girl, April?
Yeah,
she was going around letting people feel her breath.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God, it was real.
Yeah, then she went. I saw like they went on one of the episodes with the Craig Ferguson show, and she was saying, "Yeah, come to the house. I'll let you grab him." That's what she said.
And she did, yeah. And Jerry was like so excited, he's like, yeah. Jerry. Then he fell in the pool, and ever since then, I cannot watch it because I would laugh my ass off. And so I'm trying to get through that one. And then season 9 just sucks ass. Just the worst season I've ever fucking seen.
Oh my god, that was the till death do us part. Oh, that was ridiculous.
Have you seen that?
9 and 22 are about at the same level in my opinion. I didn't like last year.
Yeah.
I thought
9 is just a bunch of trash. I couldn't even watch it.
It didn't.
It was.
It didn't seem like half the cast really were into it.
I mean, I went to Alex's wedding. I'm good friends with Alex, but
who's Alex? Oh,
Big Brother 9. Alex.
Who? Big Brother 9?
He was with
New York.
Amanda.
Oh fuck! And he got kicked out with Amanda. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, and he almost if Natalie could have said the mystery box, and they could have brought him back. They ended up bringing back the bicycle rider guy. What James, the bicycle rider guy,
the porn star that isn't he a porn star? Yeah.
I think
he was cool. He saved Amanda's life, which was awesome. I mean, she fell. She just fell over. She was having what was it?
She was having a hypoglycemic attack. And then the other gal was going through
an allergic reaction.
Another something like allergy reaction.
Yeah, the peanuts or something like that. Yeah.
Peanuts or something. That was
what were the odds to have those her simultaneously?
Season 9 was really tough to watch. It wasn't that good. It just
horrible.
I don't know.
I couldn't stand anyone
today really. And see what I think. Back then I didn't like it, but there was a lot of drama. Drama usually makes for a good show. True. I don't know. Maybe you know what? It got boring because even the alliance I did like, they kind of just ran out the house, and it just doesn't make it. I don't know. It's like I guess of a sporting event, the team wins 35-3, you get bored. I guess if it's your team with the 35, you're happy. You know. I don't know, kind of like last year. I guess if you were all Team Cody and you saw them winning, I mean, but at the same time, no drama. Just
hi, Gina. Yeah, Gina was the one that we interviewed together with Evil Dick. That was a lot of fun.
I have a viewer who has a question. She wants to know if you could have a showmance with any cast member, who would it be and why?
Oh man, you can jump off if you want, Roger. I'm good. If you could have a showmance, any cast member, who would it be and why? A showmance. Oh man.
Oh, you just don't want to answer. Totally okay.
Yeah, let's get back to that one.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I ask you this? When you first met Janelle, did you have a crush on her, or were you like
beautiful? I thought she was beautiful. I thought she was.
Of course, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. You give her massages and stuff, and
I saw her in at the tryouts back at CBS. Not Radford, but the other CBS. I remember her there. I went back to Florida. My roommate at the time. I'm like, I saw this blonde man. You would marry her tomorrow.
And you couldn't talk to her, right?
No, couldn't talk.
Couldn't talk to anybody.
Wasn't allowed to. I got stuck in the elevator with Michael at finals, and James remembers seeing me, and a lot of people remember seeing Evil Dick. I don't remember seeing him for some reason. I did see some rocker dude, and that might have been Evil Dick, so I actually might have saw him.
He did say he applied for season 7, but he wasn't accepted. Remember why?
I think they were saving him for the season with his daughter, probably.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming. I don't know.
Well, Danny, and I remember they were talking about it in the feeds in Big Brother 8, and they both were thinking that they didn't get on to season 6 because of Rachel and I. But I don't. That's what they thought. But maybe that's the truth. Maybe that's not. I don't know.
Maybe that's true. Maybe they were saving it for.
Yeah, it might have been a little too young at the time. I think.
Oh, that's right. Danielle was only like 17 or something like that.
20 when she got on her show and turned 21 during the season on like August 20th or something.
Yeah.
So go back 2 years to 6. She was 18.
Yeah.
So she was only 18
when
the show. So maybe they thought she was too young.
Possibly.
I think it was better that way, to be honest, to save it.
Yeah, I'm a season 8 fan. I thought season 8 was
too.
Great. Yeah, I love season 8.
So good.
That's great.
So did you remember the part where he was we almost died laughing, like literally died.
I know
laughing.
Exactly where you're going.
Yeah, he farted.
Right?
Do you remember when he farted? he went to the.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
watching
God.
it with my mom. My mom was laughing for an hour.
Same there. We almost died of suffocation. We couldn't
That's the funniest.
breathe, laughing so
I
hard.
fell to the ground.
Talk, and then he just goes back there and starts ripping. You know what? Spraying and spraying. Yeah, and like I think a couple of them were looking back like, "What?" They just walked back. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna backdoor this for you. That's the funny. It was absolutely the funniest scene in the movie. Absolutely hilarious.
I laughed so hard that I fell to the ground in fetal position, and I couldn't
Yeah.
breathe. And
We were on our hands and knees trying to gasp for air.
Oh my God, that was it's one of the top 5 of all time. How hard I
all
laughed.
funniest of
My mom and I we looked at each other and we couldn't stop laughing for like.
That's what was us. We were looking at each other. We're like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
We were
No,
like,
You know, I replay that for her, and we still crack up at it.
yeah. Like if I need a good laugh, he'll play it again, and I'll be like, "Don't, please don't do that," because I know that I'm gonna my stomach's gonna hurt so bad.
Especially when she's eating.
I knew where you were going when you said, "Did you remember the?"
Yeah.
I knew what you were talking about. Yes, that was absolutely funny. He had so much funny stuff. That was the funniest thing by far. And he had a million funny things.
Oh my God, so many. Like I could watch that season over and over again, just laughing.
Watch it and start it over again. I was actually watching it last year, right before 22 came out, and I was texting Danny Donato back and forth about it and stuff. But yeah, I was watching that last year, and I didn't finish it for some reason. You know, with the COVID, I was watching this, then I'm jumping into this show and jumping into this show. I was watching BB10. You didn't like BB10? Wow, I thought that was
No. We only got to season 7.
We only got.
I'm sorry,
episode
7.
wow. You just couldn't get by Jerry.
She couldn't get by
Because
Jerry.
She kept imitating him while I was eating.
Let me see your tits.
Let me see your tits. I'm like, every time
I was actually driving to Kale from Big Brother 8. She would have some events. We'd had some events once a year. We go out to them, and I was in the car with James, Jennifer from James, Big Brother 6 and 7, James from my season, Chelsea, Jennifer from maybe that was the next year.
Are you referring to the Jennifer that screwed over Kaser?
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, that was the year before. That was the year before. So it was me, Chelsea, April, you know, from Big Brother 10. And I had her call Jerry. She called Jerry. And I was on the phone with him on speaker. He's like, Howie, oh yeah, how's Janelle? She's my baby.
She's my favorite.
Yeah.
Give her my regards.
I want to see your tits. Say that. I want to see your tits.
I want to see your tits. Show me your tits.
You got him down, bro. You got him covered.
I'm telling you.
Halloween, bro.
Well, he always has like something in his throat,
I
like
love him.
it's congested. Yeah.
Do you remember this? This is the funniest part of that season, and this is another reason why I can't watch it. Do you remember when they used April as a weapon to get into his room? Because she said she had to go to the bathroom, and they were all hiding out around the sides of the room because he was head of household, and they got in the room, and then they all ran in and then talked him into putting someone else up instead. Do you remember that?
Yes.
They used her as a weapon, her tits basically as a weapon, and she
goes
in there.
The live feed? Is that on the live feed?
No, it was like one of the episodes.
Yeah. Her defining moment that cracked her up was when Jerry fell in the pool. Oh, I broke my ass.
I broke my ass.
I don't remember that for some reason.
You don't remember him?
He
falling
was
in the pool?
looking up at the plane
was
with
a
the banner and trying to read it, and he backed up into the pool.
I don't think I laughed harder. That was the funniest shit ever. He was like, broke my ass.
The only thing that would have copped that is if he stuck his finger somewhere and got electrocuted and shot. It would have been a classic sitcom type thing.
Oh my God. But when he was bombarded with everyone that wanted to get in the room to talk to him, so they used April because they knew that he thought she was cute, right? She had big boobs and a nice ass, and so then she's like, she goes, "Can I use your room to go to the bathroom?" He's like, "Yeah, come on in." Like, do the voice.
Which one?
Come on in, Gary.
Yeah, come on in.
You got him down, man.
Oh, the other one I can do is Sam from 20.
Oh yeah, do it.
Specifically, she goes, "I'm a robot." Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie.
What does she say about curb stamp? A curb stomp, yeah.
Curb stop, yeah.
That was funny. That's what that was cracking me up. Like,
She was funny, but she was a hypocrite. She was funny, but she was super jealous of the other girls. And then here she is hanging all over the guys and
Oh,
very
yeah.
funny, very funny.
She started chastising people for starting romance with these
Showman,
guys. When she booted out some of them, she
Yeah.
went in and swooped in and
Yeah.
took her pick.
well, that's probably why she did it.
Okay,
There
fair
was
enough.
a motive. Let's
Totally.
get people out of here, and now it's my. Yeah, no, there's the hypocrisy in the Big Brother house is, I mean, no different than society. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's probably worse. I mean,
Absolutely.
What was the worst thing of living in a house that has no or minimal activities?
number one,
Or
and I'm going to go to number two pretty quickly. Number one was slop. I mean, if there's anything that ever want to make me quit, it was Big Brother slop because it was disgusting.
Was
I
it that
mean,
bad?
I mean, if you love French fries, even if you eat those for every meal of every
Oh,
day,
yeah, okay, yeah.
you're gonna get sick of it. But
Didn't they stop doing that? I mean, are they still using slop or no?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I thought they were doing it back then. That was the first year they had it. Peanut butter and jelly is no big deal. You'll take some bread, make some toast,
Yeah.
throw some butter on. I can eat that every day the rest of my life.
Yeah.
What slop? You're going from eating good food, and then it's like this thick, grainy oatmeal, and
Yeah.
you can't chew it, and it's just gross, and it was awful, man. I got stuck on it like 3 times. It was just,
somebody made cookies out of it.
Yeah, they had a contest, didn't they?
we had that chef thing, and they left us with all these food colorings and everything, and they let us keep it all. Dr. Will made these like Rice Krispie treats out of them, and I could have ate them. They were awesome. They were awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah, I could have ate
flavor.
them. They were actually really good. Other than that, though, slop was just disgusting.
That was cruel. I thought it was so cruel.
It was
that they
cool. It was
made-
cool. I mean,
What did you do to occupy your time?
see, you couldn't sing because every
what's
song.
up with that?
It's
No, like
licensing?
Howie, please stop or whatever they would say over
stop
there.
singing. So that's because you sing in your everyday life. Hey, you just want to sing a tune. It you can't do
fuck.
it. That's
Yeah,
like
he's
I'm
applying
fucked.
to go on and he wants to go on and I'm like, all he does is sing, like and dance,
I'm fucked.
like, and I'm thinking you're
Well-
not going to be able to do that in there at all.
Well, I can whistle and hum original tunes, can't I?
Yeah,
whistle or hum them. If they catch it, they think it's going towards a certain direction. They'll stop you. They'll stop you. You got to sing in your head, I guess, to yourself.
So getting back to the question, how did you occupy yourself? I mean, you had to have been bored. Sometimes.
When you get bored, there's always something to do. You could never run out of time strategizing. You could never not talk to people. It was always fun to strategize and talk about what you're going to do. I'll be honest with you. You go back in the backyard, play pool, and probably make fun of other house guests and laugh. And that was probably number one occupying.
I would probably do that. Yeah, I'd be, of course, why not? I'm a woman. I'd probably be catty on some level.
Yeah, but how often can you live on a pool table and in a hot tub? Eventually, you're going to get tired of it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, you don't. It's just every day. I
can see how. Yeah.
A lot of people be like, Howie, I really want to play Big Brother, but I'm not good at being confined. And I'm saying, well, it's not the thing for you then. It's like saying you want to scuba dive, but you don't like water. Well, then it's not the thing for you.
Right.
I just, there's always something to talk about or do, from working out to just, you're going to spend more time on your eyebrows. You're going to spend more time, doing that. Or you just talk about people, getting to know them, or what they're doing in Tennessee, what they're doing back in Oregon. Yeah, I guess it can seem like it's boring at times, but other than sleeping and resting up, there's always something to do. There's always something to talk about. Or you invent your own game. Like in season 6, we had coasters, and it was fun. I could have played that game day and night. It was fun as heck.
Exactly. Remember when Janelle fought with Bo? That was so fucking funny.
That's absolutely hilarious. I mean,
she got drunk and then she's like, "Fuck you!" Or I can't remember what they fought about. I don't know, but
man. And Bo was calling her.
Oh, you like older men. You like older men. And then he goes, "You have fake hair," or something like that. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And I think you're the one that broke it out.
Yeah, and it wouldn't even have started, but I went to, I think, either floss my teeth or brush them or spit out mouthwash. So it allowed them to get physically closer to each other, where I was kind of standing in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
So then I went to do that. And then by the time I ran back out, they were going at it almost. Then I had to break it up again. So I went to the bathroom for a second, like either gargle mouthwash or something. So because of that, it allowed them to close the gap on each other and kind of get in each other's face, where I was kind of like, they were both drunk. And I was kind of keeping them at bay at first. And then I actually had to do it. Yeah, production.
I think you picked her up and pulled her away or something. Yeah, it was so funny.
Like, oh, you take Janelle into the storage room, and someone's like, take Bo into the living room. And, yeah.
I love that they're friends now. I love that.
They're like best friends. They're besties. Yeah. Besties, yeah.
I think I saw one of their little interviews together, and they were talking about she came to her wedding and
we all
in the wedding.
Her wedding is coming up on 11 years ago. It was June 10th, 2010. We were there. It was me, Bo, James. Who else from Big Brother was there? We might have been the only 3 Big Brother guys. A couple of them just couldn't make it. A bunch of
Why did Kaiser go? I always thought that when they came back together as friends, but they didn't stay in touch, did they?
Kaiser moved away for a while. He was out in the Europe area or something. And
wow.
I was texting him for 5 years, not knowing I had the wrong number.
Whoops.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the guy never gets back to me more.
Always the last to know.
Kaiser.
And then
you said season 22 was probably one of the worst seasons ever. I do want to point out that there was one specific season episode that was just dynamite to live for, was when Cody did not pick Nicole. And the look on her face and afterwards was so fucking priceless. She looked like she was holding it in and going to cry.
Yeah, okay, the ending, the finale.
We watch it again.
That's the only part that was good.
We're sadistic.
Yeah, I'm going to be the first 2-time Big Brother winner.
And she kept practicing her acceptance speech.
I know.
She didn't play good. She was terrible. I know floating is a strategy. No one wants to see it on All-Stars. I'm sorry. If that's your strategy. All-Stars, more power to you. Because Marcellus and Erica lost in week 1 in Big Brother All-Stars because I'm like, I'd never vote for either one of these two. Because they're just sitting there behind, behind season 6 where everyone's coming after us. They didn't want to get their feet wet. Yeah, that's great. On any other season, that's fine. Don't do it on an All-Star show. You do what you did. They got you here. Don't pull that crap. So they lost.
Who do you think was some of the worst players in the series besides Victoria?
Victoria was floater from hell. I mean, seriously.
She was
carried.
Master.
Yeah, she was carried away.
Who's the worst player in Big Brother history? Ooh.
Or one of.
Well, it's so funny. It's because the season with Haley and her boyfriend with the black hair, the football guy, they broke up, I think. What was it? Dang it. What season was it? I can't keep track of the season anymore. Haley Bruce, the guy she was dating, with the blonde hair guy's first season that he took second.
Was that season 20?
Season 20. Yeah, season 20.
That's with Sam.
Bessie and Haley were like,
right.
players of all time because they kept putting up their alliance, accidentally they kept putting their people up. Every week that they were in power, one of their alliance went home.
I could not believe that. Yeah. That was fucked up.
I know. Players of all time, every week they were in power, someone from their alliance went home. But who's the worst player of all time? Let me think about that. Who's just a bad player of Big Brother?
Who else was in the Solvent 6?
The guy who was he's self-evicted and thought he was gonna come back with special powers. That was
oh my gosh! He's one of my good buddies. We joke all the time. I always say, "I want special powers."
Was it Marcus?
You always say what?
Luan.
Well, what was his name?
Was his name Marcus?
No, Luan.
Oh, Luan. Oh my God, I loved him because he was so entertaining. But that was, I could not believe he did that. I was thinking he did it on purpose.
I got special powers. I'll come back. I got special powers. I joke him all the time about that. That was.
He had a good attitude about that.
He did. He's like, oh well. He's like, whatever.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't under like Cliff. Cliff, he played a great game for like a lot of people play a great game for like 12 weeks, and then like week 13 and 14 they just get shut down. He was like, "I'm not going to promise you." I think was he promising Mickey, "I'll take you to the end" or something like that, or like, really, you weren't going to say that? Like, I'll let you take me, but I'm not going to take you. Like, what are you doing, bro? Talking about.
Yes, that was dumb. I know. I'm like, why didn't you just lie at least? It's a game. Just lie about it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to judge these people. I wasn't a good player by any means, but there's some
You're
people.
a good player.
You were entertaining.
You guys were loyal to each other, and that's what a good player to me is. You made an alliance and you stuck to it.
No, there's many ways to play the game. I agree with you. Dr. Will to this day has never won one single competition, and he almost won 2 seasons. I mean, so yeah.
When he was on 2, I would love when he said, "Please evict me, please evict me," and he literally. I wonder if that was strategy or if that was really something that he wanted to go home because he couldn't stand being in there.
On season 7 or season 2?
Season 2.
It's hard to say because, like he said, "Oh, I threw that HOH." Did he really, or did he try to win it? And did he lost it?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. I mean, he was an unbelievable player, man.
He was. I know. He was manipulative and
entertaining of all time as well.
Entertaining.
Too. He was absolutely unbelievable to watch. I can watch season 2. It's one of my favorite. Season 2 is arguably my favorite one. It was great. He is so. I mean, he's.
Him and Boogie were perfect together too. I don't know how they just found each other and they were just like. That season was crazy too because that one girl had the knife to her neck. What was her name that he proposed to later?
I'll text Will out of the blue. I'll be like, my strategy was. I used to even say that. I go, my strategy is confusion. He's like, it's working, because that's what Justin. Justin got evicted, and he's like, yeah, Julie, my strategy was confusion.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, he was crazy, man. He was crazy. I know I got on the top of my tongue like players that I just thought were absolutely terrible, and they're not coming to mind right now.
Because me too. We like every once in a while we'll watch a season, and then it's like we could watch this all over again and still not know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, I love Jen. I love Jen from Big Brother 9, but why did she start telling people her secret? That was like the dumbest thing she did.
I could not understand that.
That was a horrible mistake.
There's a lot of stupid game mistakes done.
Yeah.
That season in particular, there was a lot of dumb things done in that season. I don't know why.
And
it's the lesbian thing. Remember? They were like, we're lesbians and da-da-da. And I'm thinking...
we have a baby.
And we have a baby, season 9. But then, why would you tell everyone that? Because that's going to put a target on you. That's so stupid. Well, then why get mad at one of them and not the other? Do you remember they all ganged up on...
Jacob.
Yes.
But he made it dumb. He made it dumb.
But not Sheila. They didn't get mad at Sheila.
But he threw something out there like so early in the game. Like, you don't know who you can trust. That's horrible gameplay. When you don't think you can trust people or you don't know who you can trust yet, he's just like, oh, this guy's a snake. Let's go get him. And right away, like he didn't know that Jen was his partner or whatever. And she went and told him. And there's a lot of
I think the worst strategy I've seen are these people that talk too much. We hear them, or we see them telling them their secrets or giving the people alliances away. And she and I are thinking, shut the fuck up. Why are you telling these people this?
No, you're absolutely right. You can't, you got to be careful what you say, because what you say is going to get you evicted. I mean, sooner than later. I mean, you just got to be really careful. Because, it's a game, like I said, I mean, you'll think your own mom's coming after you. That's how paranoid the game of Big Brother makes you. So when James is bouncing different things off that, off all kinds of angles, you think he's coming after us and he's in our alliance. And people are just, you got to be careful who you trust right away. You say the wrong thing. And I think last season, what was happening? I think Janelle was like, Danielle was, I think it came out that Danielle and Janie were trying to make an alliance before the season started. And Danny had one as well. And then she went and told everyone, this is what Janelle's doing. And that's another reason why All-Stars never works out, because everyone's doing pregame alliances.
Well, she told Memphis everything. That was the problem, is that she didn't know that Memphis had a total alliance with these people that she was talking about.
Mhm.
And I kept going, no, Janelle, no. Shh.
Yeah,
Careful.
it's frustrating.
So frustrating because you want to jump in there. And she didn't know though.
It's
She's
easier
like,
for us to watch from outside, and it's a lot different when you're in the house. Believe me.
Yeah.
right.
Going to the screen about a guy throwing an interception. I'm like, bro, I didn't have 9 guys trying to kill me, and I want to get rid of the ball and throw the ball away. But people, you're what they don't know what we know.
No.
What was the hardest part being cut off from society, not knowing anything of what's going on in the world?
You're asking me what the hardest part was?
I know.
I never really had a problem with it.
Being cut off?
I mean, Big
No,
Brother
me
doesn't
either.
bother
I
me.
mean, in life.
I'm just getting my electric cord here that my plug is might losing power. I never had a problem with that because I had fun playing the game. So there's people like you said, like 3 days into it, they miss their pet, they miss their husband, and that wears people out. That puts a toll on them right away. So that takes
I say I wouldn't be even concerned about that.
Yeah, you're there for a reason.
Yeah, you're there to win the money. That's why I hate when people get in showmances. I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like, that's not what you're there for. Like Polly.
Maybe they don't comprehend that it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Kind of
like Polly could have won maybe if he just wouldn't have gotten in that showmance. And
who could have? Who?
Polly. Remember Polly? It's Cody's brother.
Oh, Paulie. I thought you said, oh, yeah. You got in the fights and.
Yeah, I'm like, why did you do that? Your brother even told you, like, don't do this. Don't get into a showmance.
Yeah, stay away from your emotions.
So that turned him into an asshole because he started treating her poorly. And then he was like talking down to women, but that all stemmed from him being in a showmance, which how could you not know? I mean, I'd be like, get back, get off of me, don't come near me. Like,
you know what's
I'm not doing this.
Some people are going there, they want to escape from their life and like, oh, that's my spiritual date because we met on this show. I want to, seize the moment, and people aren't thinking straight. Not everyone's to go in there to win the money, and that's probably why we have some bad shows. People are just gone there.
Stupid to me. Like, how could you? But a lot of really good romances did come out of that show over any other, show. But you could save that for later. You could totally save that for later.
If it's meant to be, it'll happen outside of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Wait till we leave the house.
So people just you lose their mind in there. Before I went into All Stars, this one guy said, "I don't care what you do, you get rid of Dr. Will in week 1." And did we listen to the guy? Yeah, we let him go all the way almost, and him and Boogie.
What? Because you liked him. He was entertaining.
You know what? It's because I didn't know anything about Big Brother. Like when you're this guy is pulling the strings for everyone else. I'm thinking, oh, you're not winning HOH, you're no threat because he's throwing all these events. And I'm like, so I had no fear of him. I wanted to get out in Comas because she wins HOHs. She was definitely coming after me and everybody else. So it's like but by the time it was just too late. You let him go and go and go. But now that I understand the game, if you got a guy that can manipulate everybody else, come on, that's more powerful.
You saw that he was manipulating Janelle, like he was getting into her head. And I was like, okay, Howie, you guys need to take him the fuck out. And, people scream at the TV. We're like, come on, Howie, get him out of there.
Janelle was hooked. It wasn't going to happen. She was all caught up in that because we tried to talk her into things and she just went off on her own. I love her to death. She went off on her own kind of tangent on All Stars. I mean, she played great. She dominated. I mean, she was this close to winning back-to-back seasons. But the Dr. Will thing
could have won that.
Is that because of that put a rift with James. He went off on his own.
Yes.
Kind of shattered our alliance. I always had her back, but it shattered our alliance as a whole. And
that's the only thing that he was right about. He was like, you know what, we have to break this up. James said that, and you're like, yeah, I know. I don't know what to do.
There's a lot of critical. There's a lot of critical weeks, and the one was when James wanted to put up Dr. Will and Boogie together, and I said no. I wanted to get rid of Jace, and if we would have listened to him, the game would have been so different.
Oh,
I think you made a good call there.
Yeah, that was a good call. That get rid of Jace.
Yeah,
I know, but
I didn't like that guy.
Yeah,
he was
gonna put up. He was gonna put up. Who was it? Will was up. He was gonna put up. If he was to put up Boogie, Chilltown's done. It's over with. Chilltown's over with, and it would have been a different game. I put up.
It's okay if you're bored because we love anyone who loves Howie is going to watch this and they're going to be all stoked.
Who said Who said they're bored?
Yeah, there's somebody that it's Fight Room HD. Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
do
if
that.
you don't like you don't like us because you don't watch our channel, or you don't like, and who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares?
Take it off.
I apologize
Yeah.
I gave you the Howie of 2005, but I have.
What do you think of Paul in season 19 coming up runner-up for the second time? And even though he literally orchestrated the whole season.
Yeah, that was brilliant,
I
actually.
thought he should have won both seasons. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I thought he should have won both times.
yeah, me too.
He played a phenomenal game.
I mean, as a person, I thought he's already rich. You know what I mean? He's going to buy his mom a Bentley. But the truth is, you played a brilliant game.
He did.
Yeah.
I know Dick thought he should have lost 19 and won 18.
I mean,
But it's subjective.
I don't know, man. I mean, he got there both times, and he made a lot of great moves. Arguably, he could have won both seasons. I thought he did. I thought he did the job to do it. But you can't just look at event wins. You can't just look at manipulation. You can't just look at friendship bonds. I mean,
jury management.
Jury management. But like, for example, though, did Dan not have jury management? Or were people just bitter because they thought he got played as he played so well? I thought I love Ian. I thought he was great. I thought Dan should have won that season.
I think that. Yeah, I think Dan should have won as well. I think it's the bitter juries.
There's
There's some juries that are like, dude, I give you props.
Absolutely.
Here's,
The integrity of the game has gone away because people are like, oh, I don't want this guy to have the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were wondering. What do you think is the biggest difference from when it first started, season 1, 2?
I don't know. They're putting a lot of wannabe models and actors on the show that just want to get recognition for Hollywood. They're not there.
Exactly.
The dichotomy of different people from different walks of life and land across the country which was the social experiment of Big Brother. You don't want people to get along. You want people to not get along because that really adds the drama and the social experiment.
That's true. So what do you? I mean, if you were gonna cast it, what would you do differently?
Yeah. Well, I'll ask you later.
If I was gonna cast the show, how would I do it differently? I mean, here's the thing. It's like they're building a certain show, just like football. You're not gonna look for 10 receivers and 10 quarterbacks. You want a quarterback. You want linemen to protect them. You want receivers to run plays. You want defenders to stop people. And Big Brother's the same way. You need that. You need the person that's over the top. You need the person that doesn't talk. They're going to conflict. You need people that are religious. You need people that are atheists because they're going to argue about religion. You want all the
Every time I hear that, I think of Dick going, "What would Jesus do?" Dick said that. Yeah. What would Jesus do? And
I was just about to ask you what are they looking for when they're casting? What kind of people? Like you just said, pretty much
people ask me all the time, and I actually have I'll send it to you when I get a chance. I have my tryout video. It's online. People ask me all the time, what do you do to get on? I mean, first of all, you got to be you. Be yourself. If you're super quiet, then be that. They want those people. But if you're super over the top, they want those people too. So they want to see who you are. But at the same time, you want to let them know you're there to win. You're not there to get famous. You're not there to get 15 minutes of the game. You want to say you're there to play the game. I'm going to be this different, innovative winner of Big Brother. I can do this, and I'm going to show you this move and this and that. You're there to win the money. You're not there to
make new friends and have everyone like you and all this crap.
Right.
That scares me, actually, the fame part of it.
I'm just here for vacation, and
I know one of the questions they ask is during the initial interview is, what is your strategy? What was your strategy? What'd you tell them?
We said our strategy was hook and boot.
What?
Rachel and I were partners. We were gonna like hook up with people and then boot them out, vote them out. Hook and boot was our strategy. We never did it, but that's what we said going in.
Did you know you were going in beforehand? Before you went in?
Did I know I was going in with Rachel?
Yes.
Yeah, but we also knew, they didn't tell us, but we knew there was going to be 6 or 7 other couples. We knew that. They pretended like, we were the secret partnership here. We knew that we were looking right away because early on, like in Big Brother 6, like that's like, that Bo guy's good. We should probably try to keep him around. Like, you not know there's other partnerships in here, and we know that you want to save him because he's your partner. So Yvette, in my opinion, was a horrible player. She's like, telling us that we should save Bo.
Yeah, she kept
Oh,
mentioning
not me,
Cappy.
that's your partner?
I know, Cappy.
She was so fixated on Cappy.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
She's obsessed with him, kind of. It was. I like her, I do, but like that part of it was like, what? Why? You'll see him again. He's not dead. Like the people act like people are like being shot out back as soon as they leave the house.
That's what they're always crying up a storm. It's like, you're gonna see him pretty soon, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You're
It's
gonna
just a
see
game.
him.
No one's dying. It's just a game. I always said that.
Yeah. It's so somber though, because you do think it's like they're executing these people
On the
as
back.
they leave.
Like you guys were totally cool with it. You know, you weren't all like freaking out, but the other side was like the nerd squad or whatever you called them. They were like, like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I had no problem leaving significant others, family, friends, pets. I knew I was going there for a reason, to have fun and try to win. And so, like you said, there's people that like by week 2, or I mean, did you watch Celebrity Big Brother? Like they want to go home after 4 days. Like, oh my God. And they're not even doing the
I
real
miss
Big
my
Brother.
girlfriend.
What's that?
They're like, I miss my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Really, Tyler? Really? You
Tyler,
don't
last
want to
summer.
win the 500,000?
Yeah. Like what's wrong? That was weak, man. That was weak.
That was a weak ass. Yeah,
like,
He let his guilt get the best of him.
not guilt.
But he was a
I
great
think it
player.
was.
He felt bad.
He was a great player.
No,
See,
Tyler?
I don't
Tyler.
think
I thought it was his dick. That was.
He was gonna. Well, Tyler was gonna recommend putting himself up because he felt like he had cheated those 2 gals. I forget their
Day
names.
and Devon and
Devon
I think
and-
that's the
he
reason.
was great on season 20. He was terrible last year. He was a horrible player.
He was terrible. I thought
He
so
really
too.
was.
I like him, but like as a no, I don't think he's a good player.
No, he was absolutely
Like
horrible.
I like him and his girl. You know, there were people I
I-
didn't
I
like.
never-
You know, but
I never met David before, but like, I mean, he's a guy.
Why?
really not
I
Dave.
mean, why was he there?
No, Devon, right?
No,
I mean,
David.
David.
I never met David. David.
Oh, okay. I don't
The
know
first
what
guy
he was
who
doing.
left.
Yeah.
He's a guy, in my opinion. I don't know if he should have even been on regular Big Brother, and they brought him in for All Stars Big Brother.
No, I don't know how
He
he
didn't
got
make
on.
it. He didn't even get evicted. He got booted because of a contest beforehand that they left.
Yeah.
He couldn't find his way out in time.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was crazy.
Didn't he win it the second time though, or he got close?
Yeah.
Last
he
year?
lost. He got about 2/3 of the way. or so.
Yeah. I don't know, but I didn't think he was that great of a player.
I didn't
As a
think he was
person,
an all-star.
I liked him. Yeah, there's
Last
certain
year-
people that I liked as people, but I'm like, what are they doing there? They're not playing the game. What's up?
22 was one of my least favorite. I'll never watch it again. I'll never watch an
Mm.
episode. I'll never watch it again. I thought last season was terrible.
It was the worst season ever, and I can't stand Nicole now because of it.
I didn't like the way she acted about Ian, making fun of him.
They
about-
were laughing at him, and
I
I
like
just thought,
Yeah.
what kind of friend are you? You say that you guys are such good friends, and then
But
you
then you
act like,
evicted him.
yeah, she's very passive aggressive, very jelly, very backstabbing. I just don't like her as a person, as a human being.
You didn't go to her wedding, did you?
You didn't go to her wedding, did you?
No. I've met Nicole. It's been a few years, but
Or did you not have the $3,000?
You don't have the money to go to her wedding.
Did she get a? I thought didn't Big Brother people pay for her wedding or no?
Yeah, I don't know. But she was initially charging $3,000 a head.
I
to
think Christmas and Memphis went to her wedding. I can't
Wait, if
remember
you
who
were a
else.
Big Brother house guest, because it was overseas somewhere.
No, I don't know.
No.
Maybe it was in Mexico, but no, it was in Florida. Now the
Was it?
wedding they had, they're having a baby, and their wedding was in
Wait,
Florida.
why
I'm
would you-
starving. Are you-
Charging 3,000 people for people to go to her wedding,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you were
And
a
she was
Big
going to try
Brother
to make
fan-
money off of it.
like a Big Brother fan.
No family and friends and all that.
Yeah, family and friends. Maybe she was auctioning off to fans for money. Who knows?
Maybe I didn't consider that possibility.
That's yeah. I didn't get an invite. I don't think Janelle went either.
I like Big
Well,
Brother.
Janelle was uninvited, kind of.
She was
when,
passive aggressive about that.
Uninvited.
She was like, I know you didn't really want to go, so you don't have to come to my wedding. And Janelle's like, fuck you. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean, I called Janelle the morning she got evicted. I was hoping she wasn't going to pick up the phone, or the next morning. I thought maybe there was some twist or something. But yeah, I told her that if she acted like that and I was in the house, it would have been a little crazy.
Why are you talking shit, Maddie? do a
Yeah.
no makeup stream. Lauren, whatever. I always do no makeup streams. I have haters.
She's naturally beautiful.
They're making fun of you right now.
Yeah, it's me. It's all they hate me. I have haters. I have a
Why are
group
these
of
people
haters.
coming on here if they don't like you? I don't get that. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't like me, don't watch me. Don't just tune out. You know.
Yeah, go about your business. Go
Yeah.
about your life. You know.
I don't care either way. You know, I'm not about them at all. But yeah, they're the ones that are saying boring and doing no makeup stream because I guess I don't look good with makeup on, or who knows? Who knows? All I know is that fuck you. Don't watch my channel then. It's this is why I'm good on Big Brother.
I'm going on here. Are we going on to 10? Yeah, I'm going on the news in a second.
Yeah, not a problem. Let you go.
We're gonna have
Thank
some
you
dinner.
so much for
Thank
spending
you.
the time with us.
Love you, and I'll talk to you. We follow each other. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
God, thank you for doing this.
I can't be the Howie from 2005 anymore because the way this country is, you know, they seem to not like some of that behavior on TV and
it's negative. Yeah, it's a lot of negativity going around right now. So that sucks.
Yeah.
But hopefully you could get me an interview with Boogie.
I'll
That'd be
try.
cool.
I'll give it a shot.
Or anybody else.
I'll definitely
I
try.
love
Yeah.
that.
I'll try for sure.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. We love you,
Awesome.
Howie.
Thank you, Howie.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys. Love
Peace
you guys.
out.
Peace out.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I don't know how to get out of here. And